welcome, welcome to the bait shop. This is my day today, I swear. It must be my day today. All right, welcome, Mad Dog. How are you, sir? Well, Wave, YT, how are you? Huckleberry, how are you, Huck? Good to see you in the house. I know Mad Dog's probably already chatting about something. He loves to chat. Absolutely. Welcome, my friends. Welcome. Another Tuesday night with the bait shop. You know, I'm not in a hurry tonight. I hope you're not, because I'm not in a hurry. I'm just having one of those days. I'm having a hard time with this goofy eel cannibal on the Steam side of the house. I'm trying to record all these monster fish that I completed before I decided to be a content creator when I first started the game. So I missed out on a lot of the beginning monster fish. I didn't start doing videos, I think, until the Tiber River. And so I started then. So now that I have the Steam account that I'm running up through the ranks with, the free account that I'm working on, I can shoot these videos. So I'm out at the Get Bent Canal. I'm out at the Get Bent Canal trying to get this eel cannibal. And the first time around, yeah, all right, I lost 5 bait to other fish. I didn't think much of it. I was brand new to the game, level 34, according to my notes. And I just went ahead and, caught 5 more eel, and I caught the goofy thing in the next set of 5 baits. Well, check my notes. Where am I at here on this one? I'm on my 5th go round. That's 25 eel doll baits. 25 that have gone down the belly of Xander. So, needless to say, I'm not real happy with the Get Bent Canal once again. So I wake up this morning and move my wake my machine up from its sleep. And the little Microsoft screen that always pops up with the nice little window of a picture or something says, "Like what you see?" You click on this, you can see more of that, which I never do because you never want to tell them, oh, you like something that they did. Oh, God forbid, don't do that. Well, anyway, it pops up, windmills and tulips, the Netherlands. Now you tell me. You tell me. Is it because there's some AI machine sitting there going, oh, look at Buck, he just spent 3 solid days around the clock fishing the Netherlands at Fishing Planet. He must like it there. Let's give him a Netherlands picture. Hey! Really, I'm alive, really, I promise. I actually have a monitor? Holy hell. First time in months, I've got a moderator. Oh, I don't know, it'd probably be sleeping before too long. Oh, no, we got Jules, 2 moderators. I was just about to put an ad in the paper. Frumpy Buckles Lodge is in search of YouTube moderators. Must be able to show up at least once a week for 2 measly hours. I'm not. I'm your figure of your imagination. I know Mad Dog's always a figure of my imagination. Oh, well, what are we doing tonight? I still can't get over the Microsoft stuff. And then right at 7 o'clock, my system to the right of me that controls all my notes, journals, everything, all my information that I read, right at 7 o'clock, right when I'm 34 seconds away from the song being over, all my software, Microsoft software crashes. OneNote, all my journals, all my notes, everything that, that I try to act intelligent with. They're all gone. Well, part of them's back. You can see them now, all on the same page, and the same thing. Wrong. We'll get to that later. Luckily, I stored most of it up here, which could be very dangerous for us tonight if we're banking on Buck's memory. All right. Nothing in the news to talk about. Absolutely nothing. Quiet. Glad you're here, Jules. Glad you're here. Yeah, absolutely quiet. Quiet. So, we don't have anything to yak about in the news. I don't even have anything to complain about, actually. So, we won't do that. We're going to spend the whole time talking about. I'm excited about this fishing trip that we're going to do tonight. It's been a long time since I've done this. I used to do it with a buddy of mine, and his birthday was just recently, and it kind of brought me back to my senses a little bit. And because we used to love to just take kayak trips and just float down this river, float down, but mainly the Amazon. We like kayaking the Amazon, but this is a great river. We're gonna. Oh, you don't even have your stuff up there, Buck. There we go. What are we doing? Turn that off. There we go. Boat trip down the Tiber. The Tiber, the third. And I thought Fishing Planet was a little bit, you know, are you sure? Because a lot of times I fact check them, and all these waterways are real, but sometimes exactly where they're located, they kind of push the boundaries a little bit. I don't know, but they do. Anyway, this one here, spot on. Third longest river in Italy, next to the Po, or what they call the Drava. And then there's another one, the Ada River, Adige. The Adige River is the second. So, yeah. 14 species of fish here. We got 14. Octron. Hey, Octron. How are you, sir? Welcome aboard tonight. Mind your manners, sir. Yeah. 14 different fish over here. 6 spawn-in joints. So there's a lot of places you can spawn in on this river. This is one of the rivers I like to fish a lot. There's not any monster fish, so to speak of. No big guys. Wells catfish, but I mean, even right now, the biggest Wells catfish is only 33 pounds. So we're not looking at big stuff. So tonight we'll be talking about that. We're not gearing up for big monster fish. We're not gearing up. We're going in kayaks. We're going to have a nice float trip. We're going to poke out. We're just going to poke out, and we're going to take some time. And we're going to paddle upstream a little bit for 5 or 10 minutes or so, shooting the crap at 5 o'clock in the morning. And then when we get to where we want to be, we're going to fast forward to 11 o'clock, and then we're going to drift. And I'm thinking that should put us right down around the old bridge, right around the last half hour or so of the show. And it should be at the right time where we can get into some Wells catfish, some of the bigger trout, and we'll talk about them. So that's kind of what we're going to do. That's the plan of attack. So let's talk about this. We got a fishing trip. We're going to Italy. I got to get this. I have to fix this with my OCD. It's driving me nuts out of the side of my face, and I can't take it. So I had to fix that. Sorry. Turn up. He's always turn up. No, you turn your volume up. I'm set right. A little bit. Oh, I've got my mic way too high already. I'm bleeding. I'm hot. Can't go any higher. You gotta buy better speakers, Octron. My buddy. I'm gonna have to get you speakers for Christmas. Maybe, you have to talk to Wheezy Mouse. She's in the hearing aid business. Maybe you need medical attention over there. All right, let's get this on the lake guide here, guys, so I know what I'm supposed to have up here. There we are. Now I won't get all bent out of shape. All right, let's talk a little bit about. Let's bring these guys up. Where are we? There we go. fish. And while we're doing the fish, we might as well bring the mission bait up there, Buck. Bring that up too. All right. That bait, hopefully, I got it programmed to run automatically. All right, you'll see the baits flipping up there. We're not going after every fish, all 14 species here. I'm not chasing these little ones. We're going to drift on it. Now, probably we will if you're geared up for little stuff. You'll see when I get to my gear. I'm not geared up for the little tiny stuff. So, Bose speakers, that's what he needs. I haven't been to Tiber in a good while. Yeah, I haven't been there either, Huck. You know, and I was looking back through my notes here, how long ago it was. I think it was months ago that we did, and it was on the Steam account that I did it, but we're doing it on the Xbox account here tonight. So we got access to all of our gear and everything. So I kind of picked out some special stuff I wanna float down, because I just love floating down a kayak, not paddling anywhere, not running a boat nowhere. And because it's got current in it, it's really nice. You can actually, and I get lazy. I'll throw a bottom rod out, turn that kayak around backwards, throw a bottom rod out, and just throw a bottom rod off the bottom. It's pretty sweet. You know, you get your right tension set up, and it'll just take that live bait for you, and the tension, you'll see it bend, and then it'll pull, and it'll snap that thing up off the bottom, and it'll give it like a jerk. And then that sinker will sink back down, and you'll float a little bit longer. It's kind of cool. Catch a lot of fish that way, especially if you're not in a hurry. We're not in a hurry tonight, now are we? That's fishing and relax. That's exactly what's on par for tonight. That's what we're going to do. So, the fish we're going after. I got one of them up there right away. Okay, we're going to go after, this waterway. Now, what's nice about kind of some of the fish that we're going after, you can't catch these fish anywhere else but on the Tiber. That's another thing that makes the Tiber interesting to fish, if you want to call it that, because there are species that you can only get on the Tiber, and we're going to go down through them right now. So we got the asp. We're going after him. Now, while we're going through this stuff, now I got the baits going over there. So if you're paying attention to the baits running there, this is kind of what you want to make sure that and I do this every week, you want to make sure you got those baits in your tackle box. I don't run every bait that bite, you can find out, you can go through every fish and do all that. That's not what the bait's up is. If you see a bait that's up here on this screen, put it in your tackle box. You kind of want it. All right, so let's talk a little bit. The asp. The uni over there, 26 pounds, okay? 12 kilos. Right now, 21 pounders max. Okay, so 21-pound guy on that asp over there. All right, then you got the chub. So we're looking at the chub. 5.8 pound. That's it. So you're a little over 2.5 kilo on that guy. Not a big fish. Okay. And from there, then we got the barbel, the Carmen barbel. So you're looking at him. That's a 19-pounder. Right now, 20-pounder. So right now, that's him in the asp. 26-pounder, 21-pounder, and a 21. So we're right at 20 pounds for the asp and the barbel. Right? And now you got the creek brown trout. Now the creek brown trout, here's one. You can only get this fish over here in Italy. So, and the barbel you can only get. Now the barbel, you can actually get that barbel, on a Fishing Planet game, but it's the play version on the France map. So if you kind of notice, France and Italy are pretty close to one another, and that fish happens to be on both maps in the fishermen. We got them only here. So that's the only place you're going to catch that barbel. Now the European brown trout is, I think he's the next guy in line. The brown trout. So the brown trout, another one. This is the only place you're going to catch this guy. So that's pretty sweet. We'll fish for him tonight. And then I think the marble is next. The grayling, Euro grayling. Another one, only here on this waterway. Then we got the marble trout. Again, marble trout, only here. This guy fights really hard. And we'll get into them. Hopefully, we'll get drifted down by the old bridge soon enough. Well, if we're not, we'll just paddle like hell and get there. Call me Buck Jr. If the bait is available to purchase. I've got a good supply of each. There you go. That's the way we like to deal with it. Well, I don't need to go to the store. Buck is the store. All right. So, that's what we're looking for there. Now, the grayling, you're looking at 2.5 pounds for that guy. The marble, 13.8 pounds. Okay, 16 kilo for him. That's it. The 13.8 is what's in the 6.5 kilo for this guy. Now they say 14.3 pound they get up to. So 13.8, that's pretty close. Everything else is like I said. The creek brown, they're small, 4-pound fish. Okay, the record right now is 3.8. So other than the Wells catfish, and that's the last guy on the list there. Other than the Wells catfish, everything's right around 20 pounds or less. Now the Wells catfish, yeah, they can get real big in the game, up to 132 pounds, 60 kilos. But here on the Tiber, right now, the current record on the books is 33 pounds. So I'm gearing up that way. That's how I'm running. And a lot of these things that I looked at, I just looked at the top dog, the unis. Now, the chances of me actually landing the number one isn't very, those odds aren't very high. So, you don't even, so 20 pounds is, we're covering ourselves with unis there. So, you'll see, I'm bringing 10-pound gear, 15-pound gear. That's good enough. And we'll have a lot of fun with that. That's all you need to bring. All right. So, with that, is there anything else you want to talk about here, Buck? Oh, yeah. The baits. We might as well go over some of the baits before we jump over there. So, we got those baits running. Did you even put up your pictures? No, you didn't put your pictures up there. Get them running. People want to see the pictures of this wonderful place. So, Northern. I got an N SP there, and I can't read my own hieroglyphics. Right? The baits, shiners, guys. You want shiners, small minnows. They've been running there for you. Crickets, night crawlers, grasshoppers, mayflies, duck mussel, shrimp, leeches, eggs, any of the eggs, red worms, and large minnows. Make sure you have them in your backpack. I'm going to take that in your tackle box. You never know what the weather's going to be like, which one you want to go with. So make sure you got that with you. Now, as far as lures go, there's not a big array of lures that you need to worry about, to tell you the truth. There's only a couple you need to make sure you bring. Narrow spoons, right? You want to make sure you got some narrow spoons, some walkers, some crankbaits. Bring some spinners if you want, and a medium spoon. A nano spinner. Okay. I actually have a nano spinner rigged up. I believe I have one rigged up already to start off with. And a popper. And the reason I say the popper is because one of the good lures over here, and unfortunately it's the 1/4 ounce popper. Do I have these lures up? Let's turn the baits off there, Buck, and put the lures up. There we go. Yeah. Now that one there is the number one lure. Okay, that we're looking at right now. That's got the most catches on it. That's the hollow, the nighttime lure. That one there is a, I wrote it down there for it. That's the 3/4 ounce, 21 gram. So that's that guy there. Next guy, did you get him in line there, Buck? Yeah, is the walker. So you want that. The next one is that 1/2 ounce walker, 14 gram. 1/2 ounce, 14 gram. He's got the next most amount of catches over here on this river. So that particular walker you want, and now you got these here. These are the barbless, the barbless black narrow spoon. You want that guy? He's another good one. And I've got this one here rigged up on one of my sticks tonight, and that would be the barbless 1/4 ounce, that purple one, the amethyst, whatever they call that. Now the crankbait that gets a lot over there is that lemon crankbait, the 6-footer. with the, and it's got 5/0. Now I don't have that particular lure, so I've got a 6-footer. I think it's got a 5/0 hook on it, so we'll bring that. But these are your hot lures. Is that the rest of them? Oh, and there's the 1/4 ounce popper. That guy there. I've used this one a lot over here, along with the 1/4 ounce barbless narrow spoon, the purple one, and that's a nice lure. So definitely want to grab onto that guy there. All right, so we went over everything. Let's jump over now and take a look at the sticks I'm bringing. Did you get that right, Buck? No, you better take that. Get some of that stuff cleaned up there. Why? We don't want the your acer. Nobody wants to see your acer. There we are. That'll work. Okay. All right. Taking off the big slot position. Took over my Omni float for this trip. I mean, we're going down the river. I want to be able. I went to a telescopic. I went to my Caesar, my 23-foot Caesar. I love this setup, this stick. It's really nice. It's a good, solid 10-pound setup. You got a Caesar there with a feeder forcer 6,000. I love that because that's a 10.5 on a 10-pound pole on a 10-pound stick. And it's got a 32-inch recovery on that reel. So that engine's kind of nice. And I'm pretty sure I just threw a 10-pound test on it. And I like this whole little setup here. So we can flip with this out of the kayak. It flips real far. And if you got to turn it around and actually tuck a cast out there with it, it'll get you out there 150 feet. No problem with this setup. So not a problem there. So that's kind of like, now in the other lightweight range, I love this stick. This was what this was my stick that I ranked all the way up through. This was the first DLC I ever bought, had this stick in it. This was my ultralight. I never bothered to buy another ultralight ever. Didn't have to. This was my stick, and I still carry it everywhere I like it. So I don't have another ultralight. Any ultralight will do, a 10-pound ultralight that, this kind of a setup. This is the one I got, so I'm bringing it. And, of course, I got the narrow spoon hooked up on him. Alrighty. Now, he's only a 10-pound setup. Now, some of these fish we're going after, 10 pounds, not quite do it. So, if I would get to run into a little bit of trouble, I think that ultralight will handle everything, even up to 14, 15-pound fish. But in case not, I brought the jig winner here, 13-pounder. He's strong with a 14-pound breamer on him, and I'm running 15-pound test, I'm sure. Right, Buck? Yeah, 15 pound. So I got a good 15-pound setup here. He'll catch 20-pound fish, not a problem. We're good. We're up to the 20-pound there. So a float rod, I just grabbed my Phoenix there. I love this setup right here is great. The Phoenix 1410, 22-pounder with a Big River 6500. Gotta love that recovery, 49.2 inches. Pay attention to that's wonderful stuff there. 19-pounder. So I think I went light on him and just put 20-pound test on here. Yeah, 20-pound test. And we're good to go there with this guy here. So there's our match rod that we need. We're going to float him around. We'll put some shiners on here. Now, I threw this guy in just for fun. I don't normally carry a casting rod in my arsenal, but it's a float trip. So we're going to have some fun. I threw a Farcaster in here. Again, 17.5-pounder with the Counselor 3000. I really like this setup here with this reel. It's kind of strong. 21-pounder here now. And I went a little, you don't have to use everything, but the reel will take 21 pounds. And with this new fish mechanics, this is kind of a setup that you want. 17.5, gave him the 21-pounder on here, and we're only running 20-pounder. Now that's going to beat my rod up a little bit. Probably should have went with something like 17-pound test on this. You can get this 17-pound. That would have been an ideal setup with this, and it's still been strong. But we're going to run with 20-pound. I like it, so that's what we're going to do. I just built this, by the way, with the stick. So we'll see how she runs. Again, now we need bottom rods, right? So I brought one light bottom rod and one medium bottom rod. Again, all we got to cover is if I need to fish bottom, I got this guy. This will cover everything up to everything, except for this ain't gonna handle that well's catfish at all. So I didn't bring him for that. But for the other fish, we've got a bottom rod, so we can go down all the way down to light bait all the way up into these trout if we have to with this stick. You know, if we happen to latch on to one of the marble trout with this, it'll be a hell of a fight, but it'll be a lot of fun. Alrighty, and then last in line, brought a bottom sniper, 33 pounder. That's all you need. That'll cover every Wells catfish in there, and we're not oversticked, so we're not going to waste away XP. So everything that we catch, if we're catching it on the right stick that I've got up here, we should be getting good XP the whole time that we're here. So that's kind of the stick. Now, that's one last thing to look at. Boats. Oh, good thing, Buck. Okay, let's get over here. Let's go here. No, here. Where is it? Here. Yes. I had a note in here and I hadn't done it yet. Okay, we need to. There's no reason to take this monster fish net, the Tiber. The best you're going to do in a day in Tiber, somewhere between 200 to 400 pounds of fish. That's about it. So let's not stick 400 pounds of fish, even on our best day, into a 1,300 pound net. And there are no 485 pound fish in there. So best we got is 33 pounds, which is the Wells. So here we got a 44 pound net, but it only gives us 220. Now Buck would probably go with that. That would act, because I'm cheap. That's like the lightest one I could beat stuff up on. But I'm hoping that we get really good. So I'm going to jump up here probably. 440. I'm probably never going to hit 440 pounds, especially not tonight. Now I'm going to stay probably. If I make enough money in one night to cover it, we'll leave. But so I think 440 will do it. There are no fish over 165 pounds. That'll kind of be. We're safe, and it's the smallest one I can run down. I mean, I'd go a little smaller, but just in case, we'll be safe this way. Take it, and we'll just that way. When we come back, we only have to pay. The maintenance on this won't be bad at all. I put the same amount of fish in this Fish Garrison XL, and bring it back, and do maintenance on it. Not nice. All right, guys. So we got that. Got my kayak there. That's what we're going to float down there in. And also, I bought the Lyra. After the trip, I'll probably fish for a little bit. I like bringing this boat on almost all the waterways when I'm fishing by myself. If it's not a rubber boat, I like this one. This one has the best fish finder on all the boats. You can find spots with this boat that you can't find with any other boat. And I like it, so I bring it. And it's got a 45 horsepower, so it's faster than any of the rubber boats except for the one I was going to bring. I swapped out at the last minute because if I do use this thing, I want the Echo. I want the fish finder. I'm going to search around for some. I want to go back in that back hole and look for some carp and stuff like that, some structure back there. So, with that being said, we're right on the money, Buck. We got everything done. Look at the timing there. Boy, once in a while, you can get stuff right. How about it? All right, so there's our sticks, folks. There we are. Let's pull that back. We got everything running. Got everything done. That's the bait shop for tonight. I want to thank you all for watching. Thank everybody. Octron, thanks a lot. Jules, I hope you're fishing tonight. Get your kayak. Get the ants and all the damn spiders cleaned out of that kayak. I know you ain't used it in a long time. We're going kayak fishing tonight. We're going to just do some floating down the river. Smoke, good to see you back around. I'm glad to see that you're back around. All right, Huck, thanks a lot for Mad Dog, as always. What do you got here? The devs are here. On here are a real piece of work. Been 3 months since having no leg. They never ask them about it. I'm in no hurry for that leg crap. That's for sure. Got enough on my plate without having to stand there on a bridge and catch and fish for 12 hours a day. All right, we'll see you later. Never ever give up the fight. Hey, remember, we all live downstream somewhere. See you later.